Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to discuss about the excretion in human beings. See, the biological process involved in the removal of harmful metabolic waste from the body is called the excretion. We already learned the different kinds of excretory products. Just listen. So those are nutrition, respiration, transportation, like that. As in other process like in nutrition, respiration, transportation, different organs use different strategies to do excretion. You already learned these are all kind of activities. Some kind of organisms like unicellular organisms, waste are removed from the body surface into the surrounding water by the process called the diffusion. But in case of multicellular organisms, how the specialized organs are evolved to perform the excretion. Let us discuss about the human excretory system. Yeah, we have the excretory organs in our body. Those are kidneys. The excretory system of human beings consists of a pair of kidneys, right kidney and left kidney, a pair of uterus, okay, ureter, right ureter and the left ureter, and urinary bladder, urethra. So these are the excretory parts. The excretory system consists of this kind of parts. Kidneys are located in the abdomen, lower abdomen, and the either side of the our backbone. Kidneys is a basic filtration unit in the human being. So it consists of very thin walled blood capillaries. Each capillary cluster is associated with a cup-shaped end of a tube that collects the filtered urine. Each kidney has a large number of filtration units called the nephrons, so packed closely together. The waste products of nitrogenous waste materials that are collected from the blood in the form of urine. The product's urine passes through ureter into the urinary bladder. This urine is stored in the urinary bladder and the urine is released to the outside through urethra. See here. Let us discuss we have the two kidneys, one pair of kidneys. Let's discuss the structure of kidney. The process of urine formation takes place in the 3 steps. So we'll discuss these 3 steps. So one is glomerulus filtration. Second one is tubular reabsorption. Third one is the tubular secretion. Actually, they mentioned the 3 steps, but we have the 4th step also. That is formation of hypertonic urine or formation of concentrated urine. Yeah, a kidney have a tiny structure, the basic unit we call as a nephron. See, it is a nephron. Nephron have a majorly 2 parts. One is a Bowman's capsule. It is totally tubules. Okay, nephron tubule. The Bowman's capsule is a cup-shaped structure. It contains a group of capillaries, a bunch of capillaries that we call as a glomerulus. And it is a start from this, the Bowman's capsule to continues with the PCT, proximal convoluted tubule. This is proximal convoluted tubule, PCT, and the U-shaped structure. This U-shaped structure we call as a loop of Henle, and this is DCT, distal convoluted tubule, and it is a collecting duct. So let us discuss the formation of urine. First, filtration process. The nitrogenous waste such as urea, uric acid are the removed from the blood in the kidneys. See, it is a blood vessel. You know, we already discussed two types of blood vessels we have. One is the artery and another one is vein. Artery supply the oxygenated blood to the different parts of our body. So here it is supplying. Actually, these artery, it we call as a renal artery. This is renal artery. This is the renal vein. Renal artery have one of the branch. This is a afferent arteriole. This part, particularly this part is afferent arteriole. So it is forms a bunch of capillary in the Bowman's capsule. Okay, the end, another end after the end of the another part of the arteriole. This is the efferent arteriole. This is afferent arteriole. This is the efferent arteriole. Okay, the afferent arteriole diameter, you know, the afferent arteriole diameter is more compared to the efferent arteriole. Why? Because of it will be manage the more pressure exists in the glomerulus. So it's a bunch of capillary we call as a glomerulus. See this in the Bowman's capsule, it consists of a podocyte cells. So these also a squamous epithelial cells. These are cells we call as a podocyte cells. Something which are the nitrogenous waste materials in the capillary. I mean in the blood. These nitrogenous waste materials are filtered to the Bowman's capsule. So Bowman's capsule too. So it will be reached to the PCT like this. Let's continue. See this, how it is transmitted. The process of urine formation takes place in the nephron. Yeah, see this is nephron structure. And reabsorption, tubular reabsorption. Some substances like a glucose, amino acid, salt, measure of the water, okay, which are the filtered along with the nitrogenous waste are the reabsorbed. So it will be reabsorbed to the capillaries. So actually, which are the PCT? PCT and loop of Henle to the reabsorption process. Useful materials are reabsorbed to the capillary. So it's a completely capillary connection. So the surrounding, it forms a network mode. Afferent arteriole connect a network mode throughout the nephron, right? So this is a connection from the PCT to DCT. So this U-shaped structure is loop of Henle. Okay, from PCT portion, which are the useful materials like a glucose, water, etc. These are, it will be reabsorbed to the blood capillaries. That process we call as a reabsorption, tubular reabsorption. See this connection, it's U-shaped structure, loop of Henle. And you know 10% of water also reabsorbed in the reabsorbed to the capillaries through a osmosis process in the loop of Henle. Remaining 75% of water reabsorbed to the capillary in the portion of PCT. PCT means the proximal convoluted tubule. Yeah, now secretion, tubular secretion. Reabsorbed components of waste are secreted into the blood. So when the urine flows through the tubular part of nephron in the kidney. See this here, this waste material is the transporting here. Mechanism of urine. The urine formed in the kidney enters to a long tube called the ureter. So this is the ureter. So actually it have a nephron. It's responsible for the filtration of blood. After the filtration process, nitrogenous waste materials enter to the collecting duct. After these are all collecting ducts opens into the white color portion of the kidney. So that we call as the pelvis. So pelvis too, the waste materials are collected to the ureter. Ureter opens into the urinary bladder. So it is connected to the urinary bladder. And first here, kidneys and to urinary bladder. Urine is stored in the urinary bladder until the pressure of urinary bladder leads to urine to pass urine. When It reaches the pressure to urge, it passes it, urine passes out through urethra. So when the urine enter into the urinary bladder and it is passed out. How can we hold urine until it reaches to the urine to pass urine? You know, as a urinary bladder as a muscular and it is under the control of the nervous system. So it is under control of the nervous system. The spinal cord controls the nerve coordination and the urinary bladder is also under control the nervous system. We can usually control to urge the urinate. Actually, it have a two sphincter muscles. Okay, I'll tell you about these sphincter. It have the two sphincter muscles in the urethra. So upper sphincter is controlled. Okay, it is not controlled by us, but lower sphincter muscle controlled by us. When the urinary bladder fills the 300 to 400 ml of urine, automatically upper sphincter should be open. Then lower sphincter is in our control. Right. The process of passing out urine is called the urination. Remember this point, the process of passing out urine called the urination. Okay, dear students, read up to now the kidney structure and the formation of urine. Understand?